guys, how are you? This is Lois. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're well and safe wherever you are. Today I have good news because I have the 10th community that is now participating under the Rural Northern Immigration Pilot, and that is the community of NorthBay in Ontario. Okay, if this is your first time here, you are welcome. My followers, thank you. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. Okay, if you like this video, share it with someone that can benefit from this. So I am a regulated Canadian immigration consultant and I'm based in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. If you have any case specific question, please send me an email. My email is going to be at the description part of this video, and book a consultation. The content of my videos anywhere, my platforms, is for educational purposes only. This is not legal advice. Okay, all right, let us see. How do you get to NorthBay? Who qualifies? Jobs, occupations, what about the community? So that's what we're going to be talking about today. So as we said, this is the 10th community. We've talked about all the other 10 communities. Please go back to my channel. I have talked about the whole program in general, and then I talked about each and every community and the eligibility criteria. Please go back. Wealth of information on how to apply to those communities. So this now is the 5th community in Ontario. Ontario had the greatest share of these communities. We've already seen Sudbury, Thunder Bay, Sault Ste. Marie, and Timmins. Okay, community number 5, NorthBay. Where is NorthBay? What about NorthBay? So NorthBay is actually located on the Canadian Shield. Yes, and it's located 3 hours north of Toronto, past the Algonquin Provincial Park. You can already envision the trip there. It's beautiful going to NorthBay. Okay, so the community that is participating here, called NorthBay, consists of other smaller communities, which are of course NorthBay, Callander, Powassan, East Ferries, Bonfield, West Nipissing, and some other unorganized townships. All of those are participating, so you need to check the boundaries just so that you know where you're applying for jobs. Okay, this community boasts a great quality of life. Again, it's a small community. These are small communities, so there's a great quality of life. There's a natural beauty, so many opportunities to grow both professionally and economically in this diverse city. This is a lakefront city. I mean, it has a lakefront of Lake Nipissing. Yeah, Lake Nipissing. I just want to make sure that I say it right. The lakefront of Lake Nipissing is home to a passenger cruise boat that is called the Chief Commander 2. So this is usually a great focal point for tourists and residents. So if marina life, boat life is your kind of thing, this community is calling your name. Okay, the population of this community is about 71,000 people. Okay, with the city of NorthBay consisting of 51,000 people. So you can see that majority of these people live in NorthBay itself. Okay, all right, I know that can be confusing. We say that NorthBay consists of other communities, but then there's the city of NorthBay that has about 50,000 people out of the 71,000 people in the whole in the entire region. Okay, we also gonna see that the majority of the population here is aged between 15 and 64 years. So that tells you that this is a relatively, 64 years, so it's relatively young, so active, diverse people who are progressive. It's a nice community to grow up in, or even to move into. Of course, being a small community, there is lower cost of living, and the education there is wonderful. This place has the University of Nipissing, and there's the Canadore College, and there's also another college that is the CTS, Canadian Career College. Yeah, so those 3 institutions offer wonderful post-secondary education that you may start looking at if you're interested in moving there. Okay, it possesses a strong economy that is backed by a mix of industrial, commercial, institutional operations, and the priority sectors here advanced manufacturing, aviation and aerospace, education, health and sciences, film and television, forestry, trade and commerce, transportation and tourism. Okay, so what is the application process? We all know that the application process of this Rural Northern Immigration Pilot means that you first must meet the federal requirements. That is numero uno. Federal requirements: education, age, language, proof of funds. You must meet admissibility. You must meet those. The moment you meet those, then you must have the intent to live in this community, and then you must have you must get yourself a job in this community for you to be able to get a recommendation for permanent residence. Okay, there is a work experience exemption for the people who have graduated from a post-secondary institution from this community. So if you have graduated there in the past, then you're exempt from the work experience requirement under the federal requirements. Okay, excuse me. So that is what you need to know about qualifying, the process, the whole application process. Okay, so they're doing this. They haven't given the point system, but they're pulling candidates in they're pulling candidates in a pool. Yeah, so, and you're going to stay in a pool for 6 months. After 6 months, then your profile expires. You have to apply again. Okay, so per year, this community is going to take up to 100 recommendations. So for the next 3 years, they're going to take 300 recommendations of new permanent residents, of course, plus their families. Okay, so those people, they have said that those people who are applying from outside Canada, remember that if you get a job, you're going to be needed to appear for an interview for 15 to 30 minutes, video conference with the Rural Northern Immigration Pilot representative. So this only goes to tell you that, because I know a lot of people are always telling me, you know, these communities only hire people in Canada. Of course, people who are in Canada are going to get the highest priority, but anybody can apply to these communities. And yes, they do hire people from outside of Canada as long as you qualify. Okay, all right, so there's also a community-based criteria. Which is this community-based criteria? The community-based criteria, like we've seen in the past, it ensures that you are the best fit candidate for this community, and of course the community also is the best fit for you, because you know it's a two-way process. So so after meeting the federal requirements that we already talked about there, this community is going to prioritize candidates based on the following factors that I'll be naming down here. Okay, so the first one is your English and French, that is language skills. Of course, they want people who go beyond the minimum, and especially people who exceed the minimum requirements for the occupation that they apply for. So if they say that they need a CLB5, please look at what your occupation requires for language, okay? And make sure that you exceed that. The other one is, of course, people who are bilingual. They are actually considering people who are bilingual. Yesterday, we made a video about bilingual and the points people are now going to be getting in Canada for being bilingual. So if you're bilingual, you're going to be getting some extra points there. Of course, the age, they're going to be considering the age of the applicant. Another thing they're going to be considering, driving license. And we've seen some other communities that actually consider driving licenses. They don't care whether it's Canadian or it's an international driving license you have in your country. As long as you possess that, you are going to get some points. The other one is the connection to the community. So have you lived there in the past? Have you studied there? What is your level of familiarity with this community? That is going to rank you. Okay. Another one is friends and family. So family ties, those ones are going to give you some points there. These people though need to have lived in that community for at least 2 years. Okay. Another thing that they also consider, if you've gone there to visit, you know, take an exploratory visit for at least 5 nights in the community, you are going to be scoring some points. Okay, all right. Another one is any past work or studies in this community, of course, is going to put you up there. And then candidates whose work experience is in relation to the job being offered in an eligible NOC, or that is related to the community's priority NOCs. And we are going to be looking at the priority NOCs shortly, okay? Yeah, so that is also going to give you some extra points. They haven't said how many points you'll get for all these factors that I'm mentioning, but they are good to note. And then last but not the least is the candidate spouse or partner's adaptability. Like how adaptable is your partner going to be in this community? Like, do they have any past work experience? Do they have languages? Do they have previous education in the community? Are they in an eligible NOC? So all those things will be considered when prioritizing candidates. Okay, we talked about priority NOCs because of course every community is looking for specific labor, because of course they're trying to meet their labor shortages. So these guys have priority NOCs, and the first one is healthcare and social work. We shall see examples of those. And then they have trades, then they have business administration, and they have information technology and some open NOCs. Okay, right now they haven't posted any jobs yet. I'm sure they're gonna be posting jobs, so please keep an eye on that. The moment they post jobs, guess what? I will be among the first people to let you know of those jobs. Please follow me on Facebook. I do post those jobs on Facebook. Okay? Yeah, whenever they come up, I will make sure that I post them on Facebook. So, examples. I know you're excited. You want to know whether you have any part, you have any chance in this community. Yeah, so healthcare and social work, we say that is a priority NOC. They are looking for registered nurses, registered psychiatric nurses, nurse aides, orderlies, patient service associates, licensed practical nurses, general practitioners, and family physicians, social workers, early childhood educators and assistants, social and community service workers, home support workers, housekeepers, and related occupations. Lastly, they are looking for specialist physicians. As you can see there, they are regulated occupations, so make sure that for regulated occupations, you need to be regulated, and you need most of the time you need to be in Canada to get that kind of a regulated occupation. Okay, but you can apply for anything else that is not regulated there. Under information technology, these guys are looking for computer and information systems managers. Yes, they're also looking for computer engineers. They are looking for information systems analysts and consultants. They want database analysts and database administrators. And lastly, they want software engineers and designers. Okay? Under trades, these are licensed and unlicensed trades. So just make sure that you know whether yours is licensed. If it's licensed, of course, you need to come to Canada for licensing. They need heavy duty equipment mechanics. They are looking for automotive service technicians. They want truck and bus mechanics, mechanical repairers. They are also looking for construction millwrights and industrial mechanics, construction trade helpers and laborers, welders and related machine operators, carpenters, electricians, plumbers, transport truck drivers, heavy equipment operators, and other transport equipment operators and related maintenance workers. Okay? Under business administrators, I know a lot of you are eager, so they're looking for auditors, accountants, investment professionals. They're also looking for administrative services supervisors, and lastly, they are also looking for accounting technicians and bookkeepers. They have a category called Open NOCs that has only 10 vacancies, and these are high-skilled occupations such as engineers, aviation technicians, pilots, architecture, legal supervisors in call centers, and chefs are going to fall under the Open NOC. Okay, so now the job is yours. Are you ready to come to Canada? Please make sure you're getting ready. We've talked about this. Meet the federal requirements, get yourself a job. If you need help getting a job, talk to us. We can help you with that, and you will be on your way coming to Canada. Okay, all right, thank you so much. I wish you all the best, and I will see you at my next video. Okay, bye now.